Hey, do you ever feel like you just don't have enough dang time to get fit and healthy? You want to, but life is so busy. You've got this busy, successful career, kids that are everywhere, your church life, everything is so busy. Does it feel like you're watching your health and your body goals just slip right through your fingers because the endless busyness, the work deadlines, and the family commitments just pile up and up and up? See, most high achievers, unfortunately, they really think that they just don't have enough time to get fit or to eat healthier or to stick to any form of health and fitness plan. And unfortunately, they get worse and worse and worse. What if the reality isn't actually about lacking time, but instead lacking the right systems, the right margin, and the right priorities? If you've ever felt like your schedule is just so dang packed that health just never quite fits in, stick around. You're in the right place because today I'm actually going to be going through and breaking down why being too busy is just a symptom of something much deeper, and how shifting your mindset to focus on systems and priorities can actually give you back your time and your health and fitness. Hey, if you're joining me for the first time, welcome. If you're coming back to my channel, welcome back. My name is Lance, and since 2005, I have coached hundreds upon hundreds of busy online professionals, entrepreneurs, and leaders achieve permanent fat loss, build lean muscle, and get their energy back without the burnout, the rigidness, or the extreme methods. So if you're tired of feeling like your busy life is keeping you stuck with a body that just doesn't match your career success and who God's called you to be, stick around. Let's go ahead and dive in. So the real thing is here is, do you really not have enough time to get fit, or is it that your priorities aren't necessarily aligned with your goals? Could it be that you're spreading yourself maybe too thin with tasks that don't actually serve your long-term health? Everyone has the same 24 hours. We know that, right? The difference between those who are making progress and those who don't isn't time per se. It's how they choose to use it and what they prioritize. Now, before you think to yourself, no, Lance, you don't get my schedule, you don't know what I have going on. I get it. But out of 20 years of fitness coaching, most of the time that I've worked with people like myself who are entrepreneurs or others who are just crazy, busy specialists and high performers, it's going to be that we're spreading ourselves too thin in certain areas, and we're not necessarily consistently prioritizing an area that we say or believe that we want. But I'm going to make this very, very simple in this video. So most high achievers are doing one of these things. They're either going to be spreading themselves so thin by taking on too many responsibilities all at once that they're not delegating, they're not automating, they're not following the rule of the 5%. They're working in their business instead of on their business. Or the second thing is that they're prioritizing tasks that don't align with their long-term health and fitness goals. And they're just basically treating health and fitness of like, well, one day I'll get there whenever all my stuff is balanced out. Is it really going to happen though if you don't prioritize it? Or by the time you're making time for your health and fitness, are you already a type 2 diabetic? Are you already having heart issues, suffering depression? Are you already low energy and struggling just to keep up with your business at that point? The third thing that happens is that people believe that getting healthy and fit just requires these huge time commitments and that they just can simply not meet it. It just isn't going to work. The great news is that it doesn't have to be this way. So I want to go ahead and jump right in as I'm going to go through 3 different steps that are going to help you to get out of this cycle so that not only can you get healthy and fit, finally, you're going to be able to stay there without it impeding your business or your family life. Now, will there have to be a couple of adjustments? Sure. But the cool thing is that if you look at your life and you start seeing, wait a second, I'm doing this thing, and it's more aligned with somebody who is interested in burning themselves out and being unhealthy and fit, I don't want to keep going down that route. That's kind of the idea. We want to kind of see, is what we're doing actually serving, or is it just comfortable and familiar? Okay. So step 1 is we've got to challenge the too busy belief. All right. Most people feel that they just don't have enough time. And while busyness might be reality or accurate for them, the real reality is that 99% of the time, it's not about time. Okay. It's about misaligned priorities. It's about spreading ourselves too thin and trying to give ourselves the leftovers of time and energy if and when there is a tiny portion left. Well, if you are a Bible believer like myself, would you ever have a successful or a quality relationship with your wife, with your spouse, or with the Lord? I doubt it. Not if you're putting it at the back burner, like what you may be doing with your health and fitness. You're hoping that, hey, this matters to me, so I do want to get healthy and fit. And if you don't want to get healthy and fit, I don't know why you're watching this channel, of course. So the point is, we know that you do want to get healthy and fit. So that means that we've got an incongruent belief or an inconsistent habit or action, meaning that we want to get fit, but we're putting it dead last. And what I want to show you is that the things that you truly want in your life that have made you successful, you don't treat the same way as your fitness. But if you did, you would be more successful in your health and fitness as well. So what we want to do, we want to shift your mindset from saying, I don't have enough time to work out, or I've not, over to, I've just simply not make it a priority, or I've not made it a priority for myself yet, or I've not figured out how to make it a priority yet. See how that feels, because just acknowledging that, yeah, it's not that I don't have time, it's that I haven't figured out how to make time in order to keep my business working well and to keep my family working well and to keep my relationship with the Lord working well. So if we shift that mindset from stop making it concrete that I don't have enough time, because once you believe that to be true, you will act in accordance or inconsistency with that belief of I don't have enough time. So it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. So we want you to begin to speak the truth of I've not made the time, or I don't have the tools and strategies to make the time yet, or I don't know what they might be. That's going to feel quite eye-opening and much better, and it's truthful, which leads us into the ability to solve that problem. See, I see all problems as not a problem or even an obstacle. It's an equation that can be solved. And every equation that can be solved means that there's a solution that works better than what we're currently in now, okay? So we shift our mindset, number one, to that, and we see how that feels. If that's true and it doesn't bother you that you don't have, or that you've not made enough time, you might not really be in that space of true readiness where your pain level is high enough to actually feel desperate for change. Meaning that once you come to the reality of, oh, well, it's just that I haven't made time and I don't know how to make time. If you go, oh, well, then you're not ready. You are not wanting to get in shape badly enough, or that pain level would be different. It would be higher. And that's okay. There's no shame in that at all. But on the flip side of that, if you do feel like, oh man, it bothers me and I've got to get this solved, then that's going to be the first level as we acknowledge how bad is the pain. Meaning, are you low confident, low energy? Are you struggling with health issues, with mobility? Are you struggling with what you see in the mirror? You feel like you're not living according to God's calling and plan for your life. Maybe you want to feel confident. You want to teach your kids and demonstrate to them to feel confident and to believe what the Bible says, that we are more than conquerors. But maybe you don't feel like more than a conqueror because of what you see in the mirror and how you fit into your clothes, or what you're not able to wear, and how you feel when you show up on camera. See, we don't typically follow through with areas that don't have enough pain or enough desired rewards for us, okay? We'll just simply skip over it because you know how it goes. We've just got too many things going on. Now, what I want to teach you, though, is what's called the law of the first. Now, the law of the first, John Maxwell will call it the law of the first, but if you know the Bible, it's just the law of the tithe, which is essentially we're going to put in first the things that are the most important to us. So if fitness is truly important, the law of the first tells us to schedule it ahead of other areas, okay? Don't do your workout at the end of your day if you have time. Instead, you want to schedule it and plan your meetings and other events around it, and you're going to make time for both. Because when it's in your schedule, it becomes real, and it's something now that's tangible that you've got to move around, all right? Abundance mindset is going to tell you that you can get fit and healthy and the rest get better from there. Where scarcity mindset tells you, well, I've got all these things to do and I want to get fit, but I've got this business and kids and church, and I'll just get to it if I can. Well, again, what would happen if you were to treat your investments this way? If What happens if you steward over your finances in your household the way that you're stewarding over your body and your health and your fitness right now? Is it going to be good? Is it going to be devastating? Chances are is it's not going to get you the yields that you're wanting to, and that's what this is all about, okay? So don't do your workout at the end of the day. You want to schedule it in. It's not just about working out. It's about prioritizing your health and fitness and seeing your health and fitness as an asset. We don't invest in liabilities. Liabilities are money sucks. We invest in assets which produce more ROI. And what my belief is out of 20 years of fitness coaching is that when you invest back into your health and fitness, you are a better asset instead of a liability to your family and your business. And that's the whole crux about this. If you will make yourself a priority, you'll turn yourself into an asset instead of a liability. And that asset is going to be a better CEO, a better executive, a better mom, a better dad, a better spouse, all because you're turning yourself into an asset instead of that liability. Okay. So abundance mindset is going to tell you to get fit and healthy and the rest gets better. Scarcity mindset tells you that you can't schedule something that doesn't make you money immediately or immediately benefit your day, but don't let that happen. Start thinking now about just like your stock or your bonds or even real estate. You're not looking to buy a piece of real estate so that it makes you money tomorrow. I'm not saying it can't be done. I flipped properties before. But what I am saying is that if you're into trying to build up your nest egg, trying to build up your reserve and your security and your peace of mind, you invest in things that may not produce a yield today. That is your health and fitness. But the difference is, as soon as you start investing in your health and fitness, your mind gets better and your body starts becoming an asset instead of a liability. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to take a time audit. Do a quick audit of your day and see where your time actually goes. I'm going to be honest with you. When I've done this, it's always embarrassing for me because I feel like I'm always busy and I'm always really good about what I do. But when I do a time audit, I start noticing that I'm wasting time, sometimes deliberating, sometimes, just like contemplating about what I'm doing or if I don't have a plan. It's all these things. And as soon as I begin doing that time audit, I start seeing, hey, I'm not being as intentional as what I want to be. And this is going to be something that really, really does help. Now, you might be surprised how much goes to low impact tasks, is what we call them. Emails, text notifications, scanning your phone, time between meetings that could be more productive, or even seeing that you need to schedule meetings closer together or tell people no. I used to actually book my one-to-one coaching sessions and my personal training sessions as close as I could to have bigger time windows to get reading done or to write sales letters or to write different things that I needed done. I would do that. And if I told, sure, Susan, you can book at 6 p.m. even though my last client earlier is at 1 p.m., these are things where it doesn't serve you. You may have that going on in your business right now. All right, step 2 is we've got to streamline your priorities and your focus. So we prioritize what yields the most reward, which is pleasure, or what gets us out of the most pain. Everything that we do is ultimately going to come down to pain versus pleasure. We move closer to pleasure, things that give us dopamine hits or serotonin, things that feel good to us, and we move further away from pain, things that feel like they sap our energy, they don't feel good to us. Things that are strenuous and hard. So what we want to do, we really want to make sure that we're analyzing what this is, what brings us pain, and what brings us the pleasure that we're looking for. So it's crucial to get really, really serious about what being fit is and not being fit is actually costing you. Is it costing you your health? Is it costing you your confidence, your energy? Is it costing you your drive, your fire, your passion? Is it costing you actually your integrity because you feel like not being fit is out of alignment and integrity with who God's called you to be or the leader that you are today? If so, focus enough, not just for a minute, but focus on that pain so much so that it begins to drive you to want to take action. So the thing is if you were healthier and fitter, would you be more confident? I would say yeah. Would you be more happier? I'd say yeah. Would you have more energy? Would you feel more powerful? Would you feel more attractive? Would you feel more purposeful and fulfilled? I want you to think about it right this second. Would you feel better or worse if you were healthier and fitter? I'm going to say yes to all of those things. If yes to any of these, this means that you're feeling pain in these areas, such as low energy, low confidence, not fitting in your clothes, feeling inflamed, swollen, weak, emasculated if you're a guy, feeling depressed, unattractive, inadequate, skinny fat, brain fog, low libido, crappy sex life, lack of romance, lack of purpose. I have felt each and every single one of these when I've been out of shape. Full disclosure. That's how I know that they exist along with the clients that I've worked with. You have got to get in touch with these pains, or you're going to prioritize what feels more painful to you over this goal. So if it feels more painful because you're focused on the business pains and that feels like it's a greater reward to you, you're not going to put your health and fitness where it needs to be. Let me tell you, as somebody who is 40 years old now, who has seen all of these clients, guys, I've worked with 8-figure earning clients who were miserable going, Lance, I would give up millions if I could just get back my health in the 2 decades that I lost growing my business, where I got divorced, lost my kids, the whole 9 yards, but now I'm a multimillionaire. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? Now, again, this is kind of a different metaphor, or analogy, but again, the word tells us that what good is it for a man to gain the world but to lose a soul? Well, I already know if you're watching this and you're a believer, I already know where your soul is going, so we're good there. But what good is it to gain all of these materials and to get everything in certainty and to feel good about the things that you've acquired, but the one asset that you've been given to steward over that you can't replace is gone? Does that matter? To me, it does. To me, I have seen what it does. As soon as I get one of my 7 or 8-figure earners fit and healthy, they're producing more. Or my client Karen, who's got a business that was essentially keeping her stressed out, not sleeping, and it was affecting everything. And as soon as we started working on the internals, marriage gets better, business gets better, church life gets better, where it's not just going to church, the whole family is participating and actually pursuing the Lord. Everything gets better this way, okay? So I know I'm getting excited too. This is definitely an area of passion for me. Okay, where did I leave off here? I've got lots of notes here. Okay, so you got to get in touch with these pains, or you're going to prioritize what feels most painful or real to you. Once you're certain of how much not being healthy and fit is truly costing you, as far as pain and missed opportunities, then and only then will you want to pick your top 3 priorities for the next month. Nothing more. What I mean is that you want to make sure health and fitness is one of those top 3 priorities, because, guys, we can't focus on many more than 3 different big items. And a lot of times that's what's happening. We've spread ourselves so thin. So if you're pre-diabetic, if you're more than 20 pounds overweight, low confidence, etc., this should be an easy one to prioritize if you're being honest with yourself about what it is costing you and you're doing it consistently. Okay? So the other part that I want you to do is you already know how to do this in your business, but you've got to do this in other areas to make sure that you have the time. You've got to automate and delegate like a pro. Offload, delegate, or eliminate tasks that are not essential or aligned with your top 3 goals, just like you do in your career, okay? Then you've got to create enough margin by leaving small gaps between tasks to breathe and recalibrate so you're not burning yourself out. Practice saying no to anything outside of these 3 top focuses until you've gotten your health and fitness very, very consistent and systemized. This alone is going to reduce your stress and increase your health, your wellness, and flexibility. Okay, last one here. You've got to stop overcomplicating health routines. So many people are like, Lance, what do you do? And then they're like, oh, well, I saw so-and-so works out 6 days a week, so I'm going to do that. Why? If you're not working out 2 days a week, why in the heck are you going to try and make yourself work out 6? This is like saying, well, I've never run a business, but I'm going to try and build a Fortune 500 company the first year of being a business owner. What? What are you talking about? That's not wisdom, okay? All right, so you got to challenge your assumptions, beliefs. Fitness does not need to take hours a day. You can absolutely make real progress with just 90 to 120 minutes a week on workouts easily, okay? A lot of my clients don't work out any more than 30 minutes a day, 3 times a week. So the time thing has got to go out the window. You got to stop doing that in the mind to say, I don't have time because it takes an hour and blah, blah, blah. Then you want to commit to shorter, more consistent sessions rather than the marathon efforts of the long workouts. It's about habit building and not perfection, okay? So what I mean by that is I want you to use my good, great, and awesome goal system for keeping workouts short and effective without feeling guilty for the days that you cannot schedule a workout in. Your good goal is 2 times a week. Your great goal is 3 workouts a week. Your awesome is 4 times a week. I'm talking fast here, but again, your good goal for the length of time would be 15 minutes. Your great goal is 20 minutes. Your awesome goal is 25 to 30. Set a good, great, or awesome goal based on what you have for that week, and you'll start sticking with it if you're focused on the pleasure you get when you become confident and healthy and fit versus the pain you feel by not staying healthy, confident, fit, low energy, etc. Okay? It's easy to keep up with and super effective when you do it this way. Last part here, guys, is meal prep should not be an all-day event either. So many coaches and fitness people are telling you, you got to make it a lifestyle. And then they're like, let me show you my Sunday, and it's 6 hours of food prep. Screw that. Who wants that crap? That ain't a lifestyle I want to be part of. So stop listening to people who are teaching you rigid crap that doesn't align to the Bible, that are trying to tell you how to live your life when Bible is your home base like it is mine. Okay? So you want to batch cook a few protein meals on a Sunday or a Wednesday maybe. Whatever your schedule is, if you've got questions, drop them below. Cook things like taco seasoned chicken or beef in a pressure cooker, buffalo seasoned chicken for flatbread pizza or whole wheat tortillas for wraps, barbecue pulled chicken or pork in the pressure cooker or the crock pot, lean burgers, wings, and drumsticks on the grill. All of these things take 30 minutes or less to cook. You can put them in Tupperware all at the same time, and then you've got your lunches and dinners for the whole dang week. And then, because you might be going, well, that's only protein, Lance. What do I do about carbs and fats? Well, you're going to keep tasty carbs and fats at the ready. Keeping things like whole wheat tortillas, protein noodles, potatoes, rice, whole wheat buns, flatbread, all of those things, keep them on hand since it takes minutes to heat up and to pair them with your pre-cooked proteins that you already cooked on Sunday or Monday or whatever day that you did. You can add things like sour cream, butter, oil, cheese, all your fats as needed and as what you have the room for flavor. And it's going to be healthy fats that you might need, or that you want to add for flavor too. Cook your proteins 2 times a week and keep them in the fridge or freezer until then. It's just as simple as this. Shifting your mindset from too busy to misaligned priorities or undecided priorities is empowering because it gives you options and control. You're going to be able to easily make time when you stop believing that time is the problem. Instead of being a victim of your schedule, you actually become master of your time and master of your goals and master of overcoming pleasure and of overcoming pain and mastering finding pleasure that are not quick hit dopamine things like scrolling the internet and social media. Okay? So that is everything I've got for you guys. Went a little bit longer than what I wanted, but I really hope that you guys see how many things that you can use immediately today to start actually getting yourself into better health and fitness. Hey, last thing, do you feel like you are struggling in these areas where you're like, Lance, this is making sense, but there's too much to put together. I need help. If that's you, I'm offering what we call a body transformation audit, which is about a 25 to 30 minute call. There's no pitch, no sales offers, nothing like that. It's literally my way of serving to help you to figure out what the heck is out of alignment with you that's keeping you from being fit and healthy like you want and like you deserve. So if that's you, click the link below. You can schedule that with me. It'll be something, honestly, you'll learn a lot about. And on that call, if you go, hey, this is awesome, I'd like to learn more, we'll schedule another call at totally no cost, all right? So thank you guys for watching. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe button if this was of value to you. And please be sure to hit the share button as well. It really, really helps to send the algorithm a message to say, hey, more people like us want to hear more stuff of what he's putting out. So that's it, guys. Thanks so much, and I will see you all on